Hello and welcome to another Outlaws of Thunder Junction draft. I'm Paul Cheon, and today we have sadly deranked just a little bit. We are sitting at rank number 52 as we drafted a blue-red deck, which may have been open, may have not been open, but it wasn't overly impressive, and we lost to some powerful things. So we're going to try to bounce back from that and go back to our winning ways. Now, before this draft fires, I did want to say, if you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, I do have my Patreon channel. It's the best way to do so, and I want to give a special shout out to all the current patrons. Thank you so much for your support, as it allows me to continue making this content. Access to the Patreon gives you early access to these videos that's going to be posted on the Patreon, as well as access to the Discord channel, which I think might be one of the best resources if you are looking to improve your limited game, as you get to join a community of like-minded individuals that really want to get better at this game. All right. You know, I think it's time. Let's just keep it simple, right? What about a bristly bill? Haven't seen one of those in a while. Okay, that is not a bristly bill, but it is a very good card. Bruse Tarl. I haven't drafted Boros in a while. I mean, certainly can splash this as well, but this is a tremendous card. 4 mana for a 4/3. Gives you value when it enters a battlefield, and gives you value when it attacks. So very good card. I can't imagine taking anything over this. Like, I don't think I would take a single common over Bruse Tarl. Looking at the uncommons, I mean, you know, Servant of the Stinger, Skewer the Critics, and Lazav are all fine, but nowhere near the power level of Bruse Tarl. So hopefully we can figure out a way to splash this or play it. And yeah, it's that one was an easy one. That one was an easy one. All right, so let's see if we can pick up some red and white cards to round out the start here for the Bruse Tarl. What do we have here? Well, we have a couple of blue cards. Repulse is pretty solid, but definitely not something that I want to take after first picking a Bruse Tarl. There's a Hellspur Brute, which is pretty interesting in red-white. It just hits really hard. And then Discerning Peddler is also here, but I don't think I'm interested in taking Discerning Peddler's second pick. There's also a Cactarantula, which is just maybe the best card in the pack outside of the blue cards. Huh. How much do I want to play the Bruse Tarl, or do I just take Cactarantula here? Yeah, let's try something a little different. Let's just avoid the green here, maybe entirely, and take the Hellspur Brute. And maybe we can end up in an aggressive red-white deck featuring the Bruse Tarl. We'll see. Moving on to this pack, we have Marauding Sphinx, which is very nice. Had we taken the Repulse, I mean, again, blue is underdrafted. Had we taken the Repulse, we could have taken the Marauding Sphinx, but I just don't think that... You know, I don't know that I want to be necessarily a red-blue deck splashing white for the Bruse Tarl. Had we not started with the Bruse Tarl, I could have seen taking Repulse out of pack 2 into the Marauding Sphinx. But as is, I think for me, I'm looking at Explosive Derailment. I think that's the best red or white card in the pack. I think it's a nice way to continue taking the red cards here after the Hellspur Brute. Noting that the best card in the pack is likely Throw from the Saddle, Marauding Sphinx, and Humiliate. But happy enough taking the Derailment here and see where the rest of the packs go. For what it's worth, I do think that the Throw from the Saddle is a better card, but I'm just doing this as a way to just continue cutting off the red here if I can. All right, here we have the choice between Discerning Peddler and I want to say Irascible Wolverine. There's also Ride Down. I mean, in red-white, I guess Ride Down is kind of interesting, especially if I want to be a little more aggressive. All right, I'll take the Ride Down. Here, we want to curve out here, so I will take a Sterling Keykeeper. This is an Outlaw for the Hellspur Brute, which is nice. A pretty weak pack overall, so not missing out on too much here. But I feel like in red-white, you certainly do want to curve out if you can. Another fairly weak pack, Tumbleweed Rising, can be okay in certain green decks. Betrayal at the Vault's also an okay top-end green card. Not a big Grindstone fan, unless you're looking to draft a super controlling deck. We'll just take another 2-mana... Outlaw here in the Sterling Keykeeper over the Stagecoach Security. Stagecoach Security can be good if you do pick up a bunch of Prickly Pears. And now we have this pack. Another unexciting pack. I really dislike the Silver Deputy. Thunder Salvo is an okay removal spell. I guess I'll take it here. There's Pillage the Bog and Mourner Surprise that stand out as the best cards, but it's a little too far away from our start so far, so... Let's take this here. We'll note that red-white doesn't necessarily seem super open. But, you know, this is what we're trying this time around, right? This is what we're trying. We're kind of all in at this point. Specifically white, we're not seeing the Airringses or the Holy Cows or any of the marquee white cards. For red, because of the Hellspur Brute, I really, really want to find some prickly pairs. But I'll take a Reckless Lackey here. I don't really like this card, but this deck feels like it could be a deck that can use a Reckless Lackey. But honestly, even in this type of deck, I usually refrain from trying to play a card like the Reckless Lackey. I do like Discerning Peddler, though. I mean, I think this card is just fine. It's another Outlaw that I can play that gives you a little bit of filtering, and it does make the Hellspur Brute better. At this point, I mean, this Hellspur Brute is like a 4-drop in our deck, right? Love Take Up the Shield and red-white over Outlaw Medic. Outlaw Medic I like in slower decks, particularly in black-white, where you have some things that you want to sacrifice, but we'll take Up the Shield here, and yeah, this is an okay start. I'll kind of cut the Lackey here, and another Peddler. I think I want that over the Griffin. So we have... Okay, well, we get the Griffin anyways. Well, we have lots of bears. Bears for days. Don't really like Thunder Salvo very much, so I guess we can cut that as well. This is still 10 cards. I mean, this is a bunch of like mediocre red and white cards, but at the very least, we know that we're not going to be short on playables here. This is an interesting pack where you have access to Mystical Tether, Holy Cow, Skewer the Critics, Hellspur Brute, and Eartha Joe. So a lot of good options here. I think Eartha Joe is the most exciting card. I just haven't really played with this card very much. And I feel like if I can find a way to make some mercenaries, it's nice. Additionally, it's very, very good with Sterling Keykeeper. So I kind of want to try this here. I can certainly see, I have a couple of removal spells. I can see the case being made for Mystical Tether, but I do think this is better than something like a Hellspur Brute as well. So let's take Eartha Joe. It's the Signpost uncommon. It has to be good. Although notably, I did open a pack with the Hellspur with the Form of Posse, and it didn't table. This is a pack with basically no red or white cards that I want, so I will take Form of Posse. It's not the best, but it is something to play at the top end of your curve. And if you have an Eartha Joe in play, you can absolutely just go off with Form of Posse. So let's take it here and put it kind of, I don't know, in the 5 mana slot here and move on. Now we have this pack. We have a pack with Claim Jumper, Omenport Vigilante, and Sterling Supplier. Not really interested in Sterling Supplier. I do kind of want 3 drops, so the Claim Jumper is kind of interesting. Omenport Vigilante could also be interesting. I do have 5/2s, although they're all kind of medium. How often am I committing a crime here? I do have the Keykeepers. You know, I'm going to take the Claim Jumper. It's just it's a 3 mana 3/3 Vigilance. If I'm on the draw, I can find scenarios where this gets me a land, and I do have a Form of Posse. So I'm going to take that over the 2-drop, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Here we have the choice. I think it's just going to be Explosive Derailment. I do think it's a better card than Hell to Pay. It's just far more efficient at being able to kill what I need. So I will take that over the Mirage Mesa as well. So we have a couple of removal spells and another removal spell. Although, there's a Hellspur Brute here. So do I want Hellspur Brute or Tether? Honestly, I think I just need more removal. So I'm going to take the Tether here. I mean, look, you can still play this as a 4-mana 5/4 Trampler, but the thing is, the creatures in this format are so big. Oftentimes they can match up with this, and then the removal is also really good. And we're a little bit light on removal, so I'll take the Tether here. Because we currently don't have a way to kill giant creatures, so I think this will be doing a really good job with that. Here I will take the Red-White Desert over the Sterling Supplier, only because I think we're not going to be short on playables, and I think Red-White Desert's really, really strong. So let's go ahead and take that. Oh, and there's a Trained Airings. Love to see that. Gonna slam that here. This, by far the best 2-mana card here for our deck. Can obviously shave some number of Discerning Peddlers. I kind of want to keep the Sterling Keykeepers here because I really want to kind of go off with the Eartha Joe. I think that's a really cool interaction. Here we'll take another Explosive Derailment, cut the salvos, and now we're looking pretty good on removal. Triple Derailment, Ride Down Tether, and a really good combat trick here in Take Up the Shield. Don't really care too much for the Lasso. I guess I'll take a Skewer the Critics as another removal effect. But now I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm pretty good on spells, and just going to be on the lookout for more creatures here if I can get it. Don't really like the Pulverizer, but the Wingsmith is pretty bad, so I guess I'll take this if I need an expensive card. would rather not play it. And we're already looking at 18 cards, and that doesn't include, once again, all these other random cards we have in the sideboard. So what am I looking for? Honestly, more creatures. Like, I would love just to pick up just a bunch of prickly pears, to be honest. I think I would, at this point, I would probably take a prickly pear over a derailment, or basically any removal spell. I just think it's really important to get a 3-drop, and it works well with the Eartha Joe. And like I said, we have plenty of interaction here. Here's a Sandstorm Verge. If I care about committing crimes, I could play this. I do have an Abraded Bluff, so my mana might be good enough. I'm going to take a Vengeful Townsfolk here over Take for a Ride, just in case I'm on the lookout for a 3-mana play, but hopefully I don't have to play it. And now we have an interesting choice. It's the choice between Shepherd of the Clouds and Crackle with Power. What's better? I honestly don't know. I really don't know. Red, 5 mana, deal 5 damage. This could also go to the face, but I really want creatures. And Shepherd is very nice. I have a Trained Erynx. It's a big flying creature? Oh man, I really don't know what to take. You know, I'm gonna take the creature here. Just let me know what your thoughts are on that one. I am not 100% confident on this one by any means, but I'm on the lookout for a creature. This thing is an excellent creature. It helps win the game. It puts something in play, but if you took Crackle with Power, I wouldn't mind. The thing is, the tiebreaker here is the fact that I already have 7 spells, and I feel like in general, in your red-white decks, you want a good number of creatures. Here, I'll take Longhorn Sharpshooter over Holy Cow. Very, very happy to get this passed to us. And move on. Yeah, I'm still not sure. Here, I'll take Resilient Roadrunner over the Sterling Keykeeper. I do like the fact that the Keykeeper combos well with Eartha Joe, and it also is a mercenary for the Hellspur Brute. But I just think this is a far better creature. It's a 2-mana 2/2 that basically has unblockable in the late game. So give me some of that. All right, moving on to this pack, we have Take Up the Shield and Jagged Barrens. Now, do we care about committing crimes? We have nothing that cares about committing crimes other than to skewer the critics. So I guess I'll just take Up the Shield. I mean, this is a fantastic combat trick in red-white. I mean, it's kind of the only combat trick. I guess Ride Down also counts. So I will go ahead and take that out of this pack and look for more creatures. Creatures are hard to come by here, apparently, though. I will take a Duelist, but I don't think I'm playing Duelist here because I don't care about committing crimes. There's also Fling. I don't think I want that either. All right, here, yeah, definitely taking a creature. There's a Bridled Bighorn and a Stagehorn Security, a Discerning Peddler, and a Wolverine. I think we're good on 2s right now. I think I'm just going to take a Wolverine just to have a creature that gives me a little more value in the late game. I do think, and I'm on the market to be able to find something to do on 3. So let's go ahead and take the Wolverine here. And I'll take the Quill Charger. This is not a terrible beater, honestly. And with the Shepherd of the Clouds, I might just want this anyways, just to have as another mount creature to make the effectiveness of the Shepherd of the Clouds a little higher. So let's go ahead and take the Charger, and probably just going to cut one of these 2s here. This is a pretty weak pack. Mourner Surprise and Slick Sequence are good. I mean, I'm not playing anything here. I'll take the Armadillo, and now I guess I'll take the Stagecoach Security. I do have a Form of Posse, so I'll look to see if this is something that I want to play in my deck. I highly doubt that I want to play 4 copies of Discerning Peddler, so we're going to have to make a couple of cuts here. Now I will play the Mirage Mesa. Just more good mana fixing. And I am curious, maybe this is something like a 16-land deck, right? That's certainly possible depending on our curve. I know we have, because with an Abraded Bluffs and a Mirage Mesa, I think most decks in general want to be 16 lands, but your color requirements don't allow you to do that. But when you have 2 lands that can tap for red or white, that changes things. Additionally, if your curve is kind of low, right, then you can also play a little bit less lands. And then we also have the Peddlers, meaning that if we do keep like 2 landers, we can play the Peddler and use that to kind of find lands if we need. So I do think we can probably get away with... oh, there's another Keykeeper with 16. I kind of want to play all of them. I'm not going to lie. Hold on. How does... This is not a triggered ability, right? Activate an ability. that targets a creature. Okay, that doesn't target a creature. All right, I guess I'll take the Sterling hand, although I don't really want to play it. Okay, gonna need to make some cuts here. Gonna need to make some cuts. Crackle with power. Oof, I don't know. All right, let's take a look at this deck here and see what we're gonna cut. Probably do something like this, keep the mana pretty even here. And take a look at our curve. So we do have a lot of 4s, but we do have a bunch of 3s here as well. I'll kind of form a posse at 5. That's kind of generally when you want to be playing the card. 1, 2, 3. This costs 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is kind of a creature. So yeah, I do think we can cut some creatures here. So yeah, let's go. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we can cut 1 Peddler. And I think I want to cut one of these 4s so that it's a little bit better for me to play 16 lands. The question is it Stagecoach Security or Quill Charger? So this attacks as a 5/5 menace. And it works better with Shepherd of the Clouds, but this card seems to be performing a lot better. We're curving out. This is just a really large creature. We have Form a Posse. So I think I'm going to go with Stagecoach Security here, actually. Just because we have several ways to make tokens. And I think going wide can be nice here, and this just has a really large body. So I'm not sure. It's between that or the Quill Charger, but let's go with the security here. 16 lands and see how this goes. Red, white. Let's do it. I think we could have gone a couple different directions here, but... Alright, great opener here. Trained Airings with a couple of Keykeepers would take up the shield. We'll note that with triple Sterling Keykeeper, that does give us something to do with our mana in the late game. On the draw here, turn 2 Varmint from the opponent. I will go Airings into Keykeeper. I wonder why the Quill Charger has such a low win rate. If you have any theories, let me know. This is a really, really aggressive start here. It's like, do I just take 6? Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I'm just going to use Take Up the Shield to kill something if they block. And otherwise, I'm just going to play the Sterling Keykeeper. I think that's what I want to do. Alright, we got to sneak in some damage here and play a Keykeeper. I have multiple copies of Take Up the Shield. We'll see what our opponent looks to do. So they attack with both and didn't saddle with a bunch of mana available. So I think, again, on our side, we just have to take it here. Okay. Alright, so we have the Roadrunner and the Keykeeper here. They're at 17. Honestly, now I just feel like I want to be aggressive, like maximum aggression. So let's play this. Let's play the Keykeeper. Let's mount this. The reason why I'm doing this is because I feel like with Take Up the Shield, we can just race them. And our opponent has the option of which creature that they want to kill here. Alright, Djinn of Fool's Fall from the opponent. And Bandit's Hall, okay, that's fine. Alright, they are attacking us. Stagecoach Security, what a draw. I mean, obviously they can have some kind of a combat trick here, but I just feel like I absolutely just need to attack here for something. And then this way, even if they have a trick on the following turn, it's less likely that they do have a trick. I didn't really want to saddle up my Stagecoach Security when it's a 4/5 and matches up so favorably against the Drover Grizzly that's in play. So I know that there is a pretty good chance that they could get me here somehow. Maybe like a Snakeskin Veil, for example, if they block the Keykeeper or the Roadrunner. Holy cow. They took everything? What do they have? Full steam ahead? 4, 8, 10, 12. That's not enough. Okay. I can't tap the Grizzly. Free Strider Commando. That is super interesting. Okay. Oh, this is crazy, because I have an unblockable creature here as well. But they might have something, right? I think it's kind of suicidal to... let's see. Yeah. See what they do. They could just end up blocking with both. Okay. I gotta full control this. I'm gonna do this just to gain life. Okay. And then, now I don't care about taking too much damage here. So I'd probably just play an extra creature. Although I can keep up the tap on the Jhin. Maybe that's just better. Okay. We got them. They got kind of flooded out there. Yeah, I mean, take up the shield. The lifelink on it is really, really nice. When you're trying to race people. Particularly like this red-white deck, right? The racing is very, very important. So 1-0 with our red-white beatdown deck. And let me tell you, that Stagecoach Security, proving its worth. That was awesome. All right, we are on the draw with Sterling Keykeeper, Take Up the Shield. We don't have any red sources here, but we do have a 2-drop and a Take Up the Shield on the draw. Would really like to draw at least one red source, but we'll note that Shepherd of the Clouds and Form of Posse is pretty bad. I'm going to keep this and hope to draw some lands. We drew a Discerning Peddler, so really need a red source here. I feel like drawing a red source will kind of unlock our hand. Alright, we did not find one. We did draw Claim Jumper, but this one is not... I mean, it could get us a land. Really, 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 really need a land here. So we kept the 2-lander on the draw, right? They have a Skewer to Critics. Give me a mountain. Come on, deck. Nope. It was a Sterling Keykeeper. Alright, well, I will say... If we still draw a land next turn, we will then be able to play Claim Jumper to get a land. Which isn't bad. Alright, we didn't draw a land because we are just so incredibly unlucky. And I'm really sad. Well, you know what this is setting up for? The best Claim Jumper in the history of Magic. I'm not going to use my Take Up the Shield there. Alright, come on. Like, I can't miss that many times. You know what I mean? Like, I can't miss for 4 turns in a row. There we go. Alright, I have never seen a Claim Jumper this good before. But, here it is. There we go. We got 2 planes off the Claim Jumper. This is the best Claim Jumper in the history of Magic. We'll take the 4 here from the Prosperity Tycoon. See, that's the ceiling. We're going to call that the ceiling for this card. Eartha Joe. Very, very good. Yeah, that one's going to be tough. All right. What do I want to do? I kind of feel like I want to keep up, Take Up the Shield. I don't have anything to discard here with the Peddler right now. I can just play a couple of 2/2s. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. I'm going to play this, and I like all my cards, so I'm just going to discard nothing. And kind of leave it to them as to kind of what they want to do here. Irascible Wolverine. Very good. Into Plains. We need to just kind of create an army of chump blockers here for the Prosperity Tycoon. Yeah, I mean, sure. I honestly don't mind trading one of these 2/2s for one of these tokens. All right. Sterling Keykeeper. Ooh, that one's annoying. All right, what do I want to do? I guess our only hope is to just kind of attack and hope for the best. It's kind of brutal here, isn't it? I mean, I can use Take Up the Shield, but the problem is if I do, I just can't cast anything else. I guess I still should? Or do I just... Do I let this trade happen? That also seems really bad. The thing is, do I cast Form a Posse for 2? I just feel like I'm leaving a lot of value on the table. I'm at 18 life. They can hit me for like 8 this turn. If they tap. I guess they're going to use the tap on my turn. Perhaps I should have blocked it. I should have gotten rid of this ride down. But Eartha Joe plus Keykeeper. Can confirm, very good. Can confirm, very good. I might just go ahead and make just 4 tokens next turn. Just to have as blockers. The thing is, if they don't main phase this, I will still just use a combat trick probably to keep my creature alive. They have 1 card in hand. It gains me a ton of life. Sure. That doesn't even matter, honestly. Like, if they had the tether, they have the tether. It's all good. They can't tap anything down. That's fine. And we can get back a Keykeeper or just form a Posse for 5. That's Posse for 5. Happy enough doing some trades here if we need to. Does this give a double indestructible? All right. Hellspur Brute, okay. So they can tap 2 things, so it's like almost not even worth it to Yep. What a sweet combo, to be fair. Let's get something back. Yeah, let's get the Keykeeper back. I'll keep the land in my hand because of Discerning Peddler. I have 1 left in my deck, I believe. But this combination is definitely locking me down, I will say. The question is, do I want to trade Hellspur Brute here? Actually, this doesn't tap anything down. Maybe I should have gotten the Peddler. I just realized that they have all Outlaws in play. I'll block. Yep. In which case, let's just make it really large. Oh, it's non-mount. I am so stupid. Why is reading so hard for me? Why did I think this was non-mercenary? Oh my god, I am so dumb. That is unbelievable. I don't, my mind literally just blinked there. That is completely my fault. What on earth was I thinking? I could have snuck in some extra points of damage here. Oh, that was so horrible. I could have snuck in, I could have gotten in for 3 damage there. Oh, that is disgusting. Yeah, I mean, that could end up costing me. Yeah. What was I thinking? That was so bad. Our opponent just believes we have everything, so I am just going to continue just attacking. I probably should just be attacking if I have, even if I have nothing. They hit a mount. Yeah, this is brutal. Yep. It's like they... I mean, we have these cards as well. It's just... I have a lot of removal, too. A lot. And I have yet to find a way to kill this stupid Keykeeper. Oh man, this is a lot of lands now. We're playing 16, right? We started out with like missing a bunch of land drops, and then now we're on 10. Not sure how I'm supposed to come back from this. It's particularly the combination of Keykeeper plus Eartha Joe is really, really strong. And we drew another land. Alright, we have 4 lands out of 18 now left in our deck. That's kind of sick. Yeah, you know, this, it's Magic the Gathering. This will happen from time to time. Yep. I'm trying to figure out, like, if there's a card I can draw. Crackle with power? Would Crackle with power have been better in this game? I think we would have just killed them, so yes. I mean, the Pegasus is a really good card. I don't know. Alright, we're dead. The Keykeeper plus Eartha Joe was too strong. I mean, I feel like I have a lot of removal. Don't I have triple derailment? And a tether? Anyways, like I said, that'll happen. Not to mention the fact that I missed out on a few points of damage, but... And our opponent's deck was solid, but... it is okay. It happens. Alright, on the play here, great hand. Turn 2 Keykeeper into Peddler with Longhorn Sharpshooter and Stagecoach Security and all the colors that we need. I don't really have anything in my hand that I want to discard just yet, so I'm just leading things off with the Peddler first. And I'm not going to discard. I'm just playing a bear. Like, all my hands are good. Like, if I discard a land, it's just too risky, but, like, what else am I discarding here? You know, obviously, if this is loot, I would 100% loot, but it's not. What is this? Tumbleweed Rising. So let's go ahead and get this Burrow Fiend out of here. Now, they can play something large next turn, like a River Beaver, and then make a 4/4, which would be pretty annoying. Because then we just wouldn't have a way to attack through. That's exactly what they did. I just had to open my big mouth. Let's play this. Wow, you know, actually this attack was terrible. What if they double blocked? Also, I can't tap this because it's a mount. Alright, all kinds of errors here. But I mean, if they're... Look, I don't think they're gonna saddle and attack anyways. If they play a creature, it's gonna be fine. Getting to use a ride down is pretty good. Definitely taking the damage here. Oh, come on! Ridiculous. Happy to offer the trade here with one of the beavers. Okay. We get to clear the way with the tether as well. I mean, it's unlikely that they're going to play another mount this creature this turn. So if they play something, I can tether. If they play something big, I can tether the beaver and then tap whatever they play and hit them for 6. Okay, it's a throw from the saddle. Goodness. Green is good. Green is great. I just haven't been in the right seat to be green these days. Because everybody drafts it, you know what I mean? So, it is what it is. Burrow Fiend, good at attacking, not so great on defense. Buried in the garden, okay. They're probably going to take the tether to get a 4/4 back. I doubt they're going to saddle here. That seems kind of suicidal. Yeah. So I can't tap anything down. Man! Just all mounts. Why can't it be non-outlaw? Like the way I thought in that previous game. I'm just going to put a bunch of stuff out here. Try to maximally use my mana. Vengeful Townsfolk, okay. They have 3 mana available. I wonder if they attack, how I'm supposed to block this. Like, do I just put everything here? Like, if they have clear shot? I mean, not everything dies. Okay, Voracious Varmint is a way to pump the Vengeful Townsfolk. I can tap this, which is nice. They have 1 green up. Of course you have Snakeskin Veil. Of course it's the last card. Why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be? Ay, ay, ay. Alright, well. Let us see what they do. I guess they're deciding whether or not they want to attack with the beaver. If they attack, do I double block? Man, a 5/5 mount is very difficult for me to deal with. I kind of used most of my removal. Oh, that is something. I can't use it for now, but I'm certainly gonna play it here. Like every turn I feel like I want to use the Roadrunner, I just have something else to do with my mana. We'll note though, by playing this, the Roadrunner is a 4/2 unblockable with the Mercenary, right? And then the Sterling Keykeepers can tap down 2 things at a time, so definitely very, very good for us. Oh my gosh. I keep drawing gas. What do I do? I think I'm gonna go for the Roadrunner here. It's very tempting to play Bruse Tarl, but this puts my opponent on a 2-turn clock. And I have these Keykeepers here to just tap everything down. I mean, I can just attack with everything now, right? Whew! Alright, got it done. They had a deck chock full of fantastic mounts, fantastic beasts. I guess I don't draft red-white often with the Keykeepers, but when I do, we'll recognize that the green-white mount matchup, not as good. Alright, let's take a look at this hand. 2 lands on the draw, Abraded Bluffs, and a mountain. Sterling Keykeeper, take up the shield, Derailment, Bruse Tarl, and Hellspur Brute. So, just a couple lands here, and it'll be great. Drew a land immediately here, which is nice. God, all this deck wanted were just some prickly pairs. You know what I mean? I just wanted some prickly. Is that too much to ask for? Just a pair of prickly mercenaries? Oh my gosh, am I going to get max value here with this Explosive Derailment? I would love to. I would love to not have to use my removal spell early. Looks like they might have some kind of a bite spell here. No, Beastbond Outcaster. Not attacking me. Ooh, Claim Jumper. Huh. Do I play this out as a 3/3? The thing is, like, I'm not gonna really miss my land drop, so I just feel like I do. It makes my Hellspur Brute cheaper. Just puts another thing in play. Like I said, this card's not insane. I mean, you saw it in the previous game. It was good. It got me the 2 lands. But look, the thing is, you gotta think about the floor on this card, right? 3 mana, 3/3 Vigilance. That's fine. Obviously not good against this Ankle Biter. Oh, our opponent missed there. No creature. If they had a bite spell, I think they would have used it. So let's go ahead and play Bruse Tarl. What do we hit? A land? No. Can I plot that? I don't actually know how that works. Can I plot this? No! They had the thing! They had the thing. I still think I run it out, but... Can I plot this? No! Oh, man! Maybe I shouldn't have played Bruse Tarl. I don't know. I think this is like the one card I can't play. Ugh. Honestly, I'm just gonna attack. Man, not being able to play that sucks, but I just want to attack and then have my Hellspur Brute here in play. Would love to draw a land here. Wow. You drew the... That was like... That's like the most underwhelming. Like, you drew your swamp and then it's Nezumi Linkbreaker. I'm sure there's something else going on here, but... 4 mana available. Didn't play the Outcaster. Man, what are you up to over there? I wonder what this is. Like a Snakeskin Veil? Did he just take the damage? I don't know. I can either play the Keykeeper or plot the Irascible Wolverine. I'm gonna this is actually interesting because Take Up the Shield seems like it would be pretty nice, especially if they have like a throw from the saddle or something with the Beastbond Outcaster. I can also pass just to try to use this derailment. No, never. I'm just gonna plot this. Not go too wild here. Vault Plunderer, okay. Give me a land. It is a throw from the saddle. Oh, I hate everything. I hate everything. Oh, no. What a turn. I hate everything. What the heck was this turn? They killed my thing and drew 2 cards and put 2 creatures into play. Oh, man. That's so sick. I hope I draw a land here. I want to be... Like, I need to get my value back as well. Oh my gosh. I don't think I need to do this just yet. I'm going to play the Wolverine just to add more to my board. See what we hit. Discerning Peddler. I'll certainly play it. I don't know that I want to discard a card, though. I like all the cards in my hand. I just feel like, as this game goes on, I'm going to just draw more lands. And I'm going to pass here. I'm going to learn from my previous mistakes. Okay, tap this for white. I don't know. I'm gonna wait a turn cycle before doing anything and see what they choose to do. Interesting. Is it up to 2 or why aren't they exiling my brute? Cack the Tarantula. Okay. Looks like they have a Snakeskin Veil here. No. Maybe not. All right. Sterling Keykeeper now. I mean, I don't have a great answer to this Cactarantula. Tapping it just seems so darn bad. Okay. What does Shepherd of the Clouds get back? A Discerning Peddler? I'm going to get the Peddler back, but not play it yet. And I will just pass. They like trading their creatures. Stubborn Burrow Fiend, okay. Let's play the Peddler, pitch this land. Play the Erinx. Don't really have anything good to tap. I'm still waiting on them. Like, I kind of want to keep my Take Up the Shield here, but maybe that's bad. Maybe I should be using it to deal with the Cactarantula, but right now I'm just opting to... Right now I'm opting to just... keep this around. I wonder... I guess I can just tap... Alright, is this the time to tap the Cactarantula and just get in? Man, I don't know. Alright, let's go for it. Okay. I like the Sharpshooter. I actually don't know which one I want to kill. Okay. Alright, let's kill the Bronco. Alright. Yep. They're at 5. We have Shepherd of the Clouds, 2 Sterling Keykeepers. Tiny Bones joins up. I'm glad I kept the planes in my hand. What does this do? Okay, it doesn't do anything. Alright. I mean, I'm just gonna go for an Alpha Strike next turn. Should be good enough. Let's tap you. Let's tap you. God, it feels so bad. You gotta do what you gotta do, though, right? It feels really bad, though. I just don't see how they can survive this turn. Like, if they kill this, they still take 8. If they kill 2 things... Oh, back for more. Okay. Alright. Pick up the shield, and got it done. Alright. Finding ways to beat down all of these green decks with red and white. Very, very satisfying. Alright, back to rank 38. 3-1 with Boros mid-aggro-ish. Okay, 3-1. These games have felt like they've been going kind of long though, right? I just want to run my opponents over. Easy game. This is a great hand though. Turn 2 Trained Erinx into pick your 3-drop. I don't really want to play Claim Jumper on 3 though. Kind of want to go Keykeeper, but... Actually, I kind of think I will. Ooh, they're playing green-white. My Keykeepers are gonna suck. Oh wow, what a Skewer the Critics was an awesome draw. Because now I get to kill this Patient Naturalist for 1 mana. I do think I want to do that. Keep your board clear. Use all my mana. Beat you down. I know your late game will likely be better than mine. Like if they play a Beaver this turn, for example. Oh, the Beaver. Leave it to Beaver. Throw from the saddle. What is this? Beast-spawned Outcaster? Dust Animus. Dusty. Getting super dusty. Darn. Alright, let's go ahead and fetch a Plains here. Getting a little bit of value. Let's tap this, because it's not going to attack. And bottom of Plains. Now, we do have this Keykeeper that can tap the Animus, but if they go land, kill my Keykeeper, I'm basically dead. But such is life. Maybe they just don't have land number 5. Well, they play Patient Naturalist too, so I don't know. We had about as good of a start as you can imagine, though. And that's also the problem. When you have red as one of your main colors, you just can't kill the big things that easily. What, this cost me 7 mana? I need to get to 7 mana to kill Dust Animus. And they're playing the color combination that has kind of the most combat tricks. It looks like they don't have land number 5, though. Which is awesome. Primal Might into something. Presumably it's something else. Oh, Aloe Alchemist. Okay. I mean, I'll take it. So no land from them. So you know they have action. Wow. I mean, this is some premium stuff here, though. I'm going to save my Sharpshooter because I can use that to kill the Alchemist. And then I can tap something with the Keykeeper. Probably the Dust Animus. So let's keep the Keykeeper back and pass. Okay, so that is a giant beaver, which I will kill. Yeah, so I'll kill this and tap the sentry. They're going to play that. All right, this is working out beautifully for us. For now. Got the Sharpshooter here. Kill the Animist. Here I will attack. And I will play another Keykeeper. Our opponent's at 5 life here. I just want to put a bunch of creatures into play. Derailment can clear the path here as well. I have double tap available too. If I draw a land, for example, I can Derailment and double tap. So that's just a lot of ways to deal with what they have in play. Holy cow, that's a good one. Wow, they still haven't found land number 5. That's kind of crazy. All right, let's go ahead and main phase tap down a sentry. Let's go ahead and attack with Claim Jumper. Play the Sharpshooter and pass. Oh, that land came into play very, very quickly. All right, Dust Animus. Any kind of fight spell would be really bad now with this Dust Animus. I'm particularly a bite spell. It looks like a bite spell is incoming. They did save it. It's one of the best cards in the set. Ooh, it's just a Dance of the Tumbleweeds. Okay. Quote-unquote just. I think we have lethal, though. We can literally tap everything. So let's tap the Animus. We drew a land. Kill this. Tap this. Tap this. Alright. Whew! Close. We needed the aggressive start there. Because they had a good deck. Lots of great cards there. Primal Might, Dust Animus, solid green creatures, Aloe Alchemist, but we had a really, really solid draw as well. Nice curve, skewer the critics, beat down, tap some stuff. Let's keep it going, 4-1. Okay, we are on the play this time, and as much as I like to keep bad hands, this one has so much awesomeness, but I can't play anything, so I got a mulligan. If one of these was a mountain, I would definitely keep because I can pedal for something. But that is an unkeepable magic hand. This one's interesting. I just don't know what I should bottom. Is it a land? Sure. I have like... all of these are 2s, and if I just draw land, I just think it's so bad for me. And drawing the Claim Jumper was actually really nice, because if I miss land drops, it's fine. Although, here I'm just going to play it out. Hey, I mean, we were on the play and we went Roadrunner into Claim Jumper. We have a removal spell here for the derailment. With the derailment, rather. Plains here would be awesome. Interesting. If they double block, then they're representing Snakeskin Veil. Alright, I will play the Keykeeper. And pass. Not looking great for us. They have a really nice start here with the Bandit and that. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. That's not looking good. Oh, jeez. They're at 13. Don't want to tap Cactarantula just yet. And I don't want a 2-for-1 myself just yet. So I think it's just form a Posse for 2. Because by doing form a Posse for 2... oh man, can you imagine if we drew Eartha Joe? But form a Posse for 2 means that I can do stuff like double pump my Claim Jumper and then make it so that the Cactarantula has to block. They're targeting themselves here with the Bloodseeker. Looks like they have the makings of a very good Sultai deck here. I don't really want to run Bruse Tarl out yet. I just think it's not the time. I will double pump Claim Jumper though. I don't see a horrible exchange if I do so. Yep, that's fine. Little kill 2 things, and I guess I will pass. I want to try to see if I want to try to bait out some removal that they might have. The problem here is I can't actually... well, I guess I can do this. Yeah, let's just do that. They have nothing? Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it Overwhelming Forces? Rush of Dread? I'm trying to figure out what they could have. Oasis Gardener. Oh, that's kind of interesting. I can use Derailment to kill these 2 things. Is that worth? Sure. All right. They're at 6 life. We have Bruse Tarl with Take Up the Shield available. I think I'm pretty safe here at 12 against the Cactarantula. I feel like they might want to keep that back. But we shall see. Slickshot Lockpicker is quite good. With Gold Rush. Did they have another Gold Rush? Oh my gosh! No, they don't. Oh. Oh, that would be the sickest way to lose, by the way. Double Gold Rush? Oh, man. Alright, we got a nice little ox here. Alright. I'm saving Take Up the Shield here for my Bruse Tarl. Let's see what they do. Spinewood's Paladin, okay. 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 Let's pump our Ox. Let's pump it again. Ooh, that's not bad. Ooh, that worked! That worked! Oh, yes! Ooh, that one felt dicey, I'm not gonna lie. That one felt dicey. Okay. Just a gardener. Just a simple gardener. Oh, man. These cactarantulas. I can't do much against them. My triple explosive derailment, skewer the whatever. Doesn't get it done, but just go wide. Go wide, I guess. This is a good one. Good matchup. We're ranked 28 going up against a rank 30. We're mulliganing here. And this is a pretty weak hand. But I don't really want to go to 5. So I'm going to keep this in bottom right down. And hope to draw plains. I have 2 mountains, double derailment, and 2 white cards here. Alright, we drew a white land, but it was the red-white desert. So a little delayed on the Sterling Keykeeper. Desperate Bloodseeker from the opponent. And Endless Detour. I mean, is there a world where I can just, like, try to get more value off of this Claim Jumper? I mean, there is, right? Like, if they just play something, I kill it, and then I just wait. I mean, it's not even that good, to be honest. Should I try to get 2 lands? Why not? I don't even know if it's good. But I want the value. Come on. Come on. You all have to appreciate, you at least have to admit that it went through your mind, right? You have to admit that the thought crossed your mind. And we drew back-to-back lands here. Unlucky. Look at this. Look at that. That's a mole drifter. More like a mole jumper. Wish I had a Crackle with power. Oh my gosh, I wish I had a Crackle with power. Man, their deck is, well, minus the buzzard, but, well, it can't ever beat an armadillo to save my life, and that's just how the cookie crumbles. Oh, I can kill it. Oh, it's got Ward 3? Bleh. Oh, that was a big mistake. Whoops. Oh my gosh, I am playing so well right now. I thought it was Ward 4. Or Ward 2. Goodness, that was bad. Alright, we got some damage in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 8. Alright, we'll do this for 6. Come on, Eartha Joe. I have yet to, I mean, I have yet to really go off with Eartha Joe. Kind of wish I had a take up the shield in my hand, I'm not gonna lie. No! My derailment. Oh, what? Oh, yes, gotta love all the double splashes. Oh, well. I mean, that's not even that good. Well, it's still pretty good. Okay. I do have a Keykeeper. That's pretty good. It feels pretty bad trading their 3-3 for my 1-1. Alright. That was a very, very good draw. Would Crackle with power be better? It would have dealt 10 damage. So it would have killed this and put them down to 2. Okay. Hard Bristle Bandit, alright. Let's see. We're at 5 life. If I tap this, I chump this. Oh, jeez. What do I do? Like this? I don't want to get Skullduggery'd. That's the thing. I guess Skullduggery still kills this, right? There's also the rooftop thing. I mean, maybe I just want to clear the board. Alright. This still represents a lethal attack. Woo! Alright! That Shepherd was an insane draw. Okay. We are 6-1 and ranked 24. Just cruising here. In a sea. Can you... How many green decks did we play against, by the way? Just a sea. A sea of green decks. But it's okay. It is okay. That was kind of a brutal start, but then we kind of got value, and I'm gonna attribute it to the sandbag lands with the claim jumpers to get us the mana to cast that form of Posse. Just saying. Okay, playing for a trophy. Red-white on the play. We have a 2-drop, a Skewer the Critics, a Derailment, and a Stagecoach Security. Absolutely keeping here. Just a question of what I choose to discard here off this Discerning Peddler. Would really love to be able to find a follow-up creature on turn 3. Of course, we can just go Peddler into removal spell. What if it's a land? I think I just pitch a land. Yeah, alright. Drew into another land. So now we have potentially Skewer the Critics. Desert's due on Peddler. Wow. Creature? Okay. That was a creature, but not the one that I wanted necessarily. I mean, I can't complain about Bruse Tarl. What am I saying? Just gotta use the mana. Use the manas. Alright, we hit an Ox, so even if they killed us, at least we have an Ox. And we're out of gas. Because we had to use a removal spell on a Vault Plunderer. Ooh, okay. Is this until the end of my next turn? Oh my gosh. do that. Another land, maybe? Okay, no. It's a card I can play. Won't complain about that. So they don't have a way to kill Bruse Tarl. That's incredible. Alright, we get to see Bruse Tarl do its thing. I sure hope they don't have Skullduggery. We will play the wow, English. The Wolverine. Oh, I should have played the land! Oh my gosh, that's such a disaster. Oh, I should have played a land. Okay. It's okay. Let's play the Peddler. And let's see, if I had a land here and then I had land next turn, that's 7 mana. I kind of just want my lands. I want to hit my land drops so that I can just multi-spell. So for example, next turn, I can go like plot Stagecoach Security plus Explosive Derailment if I draw a land. I just can't believe Bruse Tarl's been in play for 3 turns. Getting extreme value out of this card. Yeah, so if I played the land, would I have killed a Naturalist? I don't know. Maybe. Alright, they're doing a lot of milling and trying to get value here. Oh, Ride Down. Holy cow. I mean... let's kill this. And attack. Gotta get an Ox. Ride Down? Is it time? Oh, it's time. You better believe it. Bruse Tarl. Bruse Almighty. That's the thumbnail. Oh my gosh, look at that. Come on, some of you have to appreciate that, right? Bruse Almighty. Is that too old of a reference? I don't know. I'm gonna keep going though. You know why? Because I know most of you are old too. Okay? Let's be real here. Average age of my viewers, they're all in their 30s for the most part, right? I mean, it's got to be like 70% of you are in your 30s, so let's be real. You know when I say Bruse Almighty, you know what that is. Anyways, let's take a look at this deck here. So Boros, a color combination that you see me rarely go, but we did start out the draft with the best Boros rare, or one of the best Boros rares in Bruse Tarl, followed up by Eartha Joe, and then we had a really good deck that utilized the Eartha Joe, but we actually just didn't draw her very often, but we had triple Sterling Keykeeper and Form a Posse. If you can get Form a Posse going with Eartha Joe, that's also ridiculous. And Boros just seemed to be the colors that we needed to be. We ended up just getting a bunch of like decent filler commons, but on top of that, I mean, look at our removal, right? We had triple Derailment, Tether, Skewer the Critics, and Ride Down. So we were really good at killing small things. And the really nice thing is, despite the fact that we didn't have a lot of ways to kill big things, we had the Ride Down and the Tether, we had the 3 copies of the Sterling Keykeeper that in a pinch, in the late game, did allow us to force through the final few points of damage. One other shout out is Claim Jumper. This did way more work than I anticipated. I mean, sometimes we played at turn 3, but there were times where we got a land or 2 even out of the deal, which is pretty nice. So again, I'm not taking Claim Jumper even over a premium common. Like, I'm not taking this over Throw from the Saddle or Consuming Ashes. But obviously, you're never cutting this from your deck, and it's just a really solid creature. Sharpshooter, obviously good, but all in all, just a solid red-white deck with lots of uncommons, and Bruse Tarl really, really doing a ton of work and carrying us to victory. We had a great curve with 7 2-drops. Take Up the Shield did a ton of work. We killed a bunch of things. We had the 16 lands, which I still think was correct because we had the Abraded Bluffs and the Mirage Mesa. And yeah, it was just kind of smooth sailing for the most part. We had to do a little maneuvering against a lot of the big green decks, but we were able to force through enough damage early where in the end, we kill some of their stuff, we use the Keykeepers to tap down something relevant, and then win with, whatever little random 2/2s we had left lying around. All right. This was a great run. And now we are rank 24. Rank 24 is solid. That's Kobe Bryant's number. Anyways, rank number 24, so sliced our mythic rank in half, and we are well on our way here to rank 1. So thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Feel free to hit that like and subscribe button for more videos just like this. If you've enjoyed the content and wanted to support the channel in another way, I do have a Discord. Excuse me, a Patreon. Whew, this outro. I've got a Patreon. The link to the Patreon is in the description below. Shout out to all the current patrons. Thank you so much for your support, as it allows me to continue making all this content. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow.